All right, y'all, here we go. So today I'm going to be playing Champions Landing, formerly known as Emporia Country Club. We're going to try to get 3 stars, maybe the bonus star if we can get 18 under. It's going to be tough on our first try, although it is a course we're familiar with and I've played a ton. It's not one that I've played like all 18 in a row, and there have been some updates. There's new baskets, which hopefully should make it easier, but there's 4 winds added to it, which is going to make it a lot harder, especially on certain holes if we happen to get a 4 wind. But before I get into it, I want to show you real quick the ratings. I've had a few questions on the ratings on this Challenge the World um, new kind of mode for the game. Currently, these ratings don't factor in to your other player rating at all. You can see I got 10-12 on the Beast for my video yesterday for my 18 under round. Just because you shoot 18 under, you could have a completely different rating. Each hole is rated differently depending on the difficulty of that hole. For now, it's just kind of brag to your buddy, I guess. Say, hey, I shot this score and this rating, but it doesn't really factor into any other player rating as of now. I wish if I was in control of the player ratings, that we see here. My current rating's 995, and that's just Pro Tour. The game used to factor in multiplayer, which I wish they would do again. But if they could factor in Pro Tour rounds, multiplayer rounds, and then any event rounds, that would be awesome. And then have it just be like a continuous automatic update, like once every 2 weeks or something. I think that would really truly reflect how good of a player you are. Um, and then have some sort of a penalty if you retire rounds as well. If you quit a Pro Tour round or quit a multiplayer round, have that be a penalty. I think that would encourage players not to quit as much, especially in multiplayer. But that's just my 2 cents. Let's get into this. I'm going with my starter bag. It has the Enigma, which is nice to have on this course for certain holes. And then it doesn't have a turn glide ride, and it doesn't have a skip sapphire, but it has the Enigma, and then it has the water skip gold. We're going to shoot for 18 under. If we get it, we get this sweet glide windbreak captain, but that's going to be tough to do, especially just doing it one, first try, see how we do. If I was grinding this course, I would definitely make sure I get an eagle on this first hole before I move on. But we're not going to do that. We might actually go for it with this wind. But let's see how we do. I'm going to actually go with the Enigma. Slide to the left. We got a big left to right 4-wind. I was talking about those 4 winds now as part of this course. We're going to aim over here and just let the turn of the Enigma take it over, and then hopefully start to fade towards the end. This is looking pretty good. We'll see how far down it gets. See if we get a nice big skip, which we do. And then we'll see if we want to get aggressive and possibly go for this 637. So I'm going to go with the Enigma again. And kind of a very similar shot. Just let that wind turn it over. And hopefully it starts to come back. Oh, caught the branch. Stop. Go. Go. Oh, nice. I thought it was going to get stuck on the green. That's why I said stop. So that's one way to do it. Enigma Paradigm ×2. If you got a big tailwind, you can do the turn glide ride. But hey, we start off with an eagle, so that's awesome. They've changed all the baskets, and then they've also updated to where those flags kind of blow in the wind. That's kind of just a cool addition. One thing we were all super excited about with this update is the change to the spit outs, thinking that it was going to get better. I think we've all quickly realized that spit outs have gotten so much worse. So if you're getting a bunch of spit outs, I mean, we're all in the same boat. I hope they do something about it. I'm not sure if this is going to be our new norm, but it's definitely been rough. All right, so here we're going to go. I'm going to throw the Enigma again just to keep it nice and straight. The danger here is turning it too much and not having it come back. So I'm just going to put just a touch of hyzer on it just to make sure it starts to fade back. I don't have to worry about it going too far right because it's a pretty straight disc. Didn't get much of a skip there, but not going for eagle here, just trying to keep it in the fairway. 348, we're going to go with the glide sapphire on a forehand. Pretty much going to pull this straight down. It's going to go with the wind a little bit and then start to fade back towards the basket. I'm going to be really mindful of all my putts and throw-ins because of the spit out issue. So I'm going to aim a little lower just to make sure I hit kind of that bottom portion of the chains. That's always the safest way to prevent any spit outs, is hit the bottom of the chains, or the bottom half at least. Oh man, tough wind here. So I'm worried about getting there because it's kind of a headwind, and I'm worried about it going to the right OB. So I'm actually going to throw backhand here with the glide roll rive and just aim for this gap here. I'm going to pull this straight down, maybe a touch of hyzer. Let that wind take it and let it come back. I don't have to worry about it going out of bounds, and then shouldn't have to worry about it going long because of the roll disc. That worked out really well. It's not a line I throw very often. Usually I'm going forehand. But again, these four winds definitely impact this course a lot, so it's going to change a lot of holes. But I'm very pleased with the way that shot worked for me. So 4 under after 3, we're off to a good start. See if we can keep this rolling. This is one of the tougher holes, but it is a hole I like to have the Enigma on. This is one of the ones if I see pop up in multiplayer, I'll make sure I pull this starter bag. Kind of depends on what other holes there are. But we're going to aim top chevron right there. With this wind, I'm going to pull straight down, maybe a touch of anhyzer. And I shouldn't have done the anhyzer. That's going to, please don't. Oh my gosh, we got lucky. That was a really bad shot. I need to practice that. I just don't use this bag often enough, or the Enigma often enough. But it's a bummer we're getting a par here. 284. Let's just throw this Faya down there by the basket. I'm glad we got the eagle on the first hole, so makes up for this par we're about to get here. So now we're going to be 4 under after 4. Definitely one of the toughest holes on this course, but still would have been nice to get that birdie. God, man, I'm getting so many 4 wins. So another tough. I usually like to go to the right backhand to get an eagle look, but definitely not going to do that here. Just going to throw this with a touch of hyzer just to make sure it starts to fade and doesn't get caught over there on the left side. Definitely not going to really give me any sort of look at eagle. We're just going to throw it up there, straight up there for the 277. I'm going to go with the Vandal here. A little bit powered down. Oh, come on, wind. Okay. That one started to scare me when it turned so hard, but still got a putt. Make sure I putt off to the right because of that wind. Just got it over the basket. We get our birdie, and we are 5 under after 5. I'm starting to doubt that I'm going to be able to get 18 under with these 4 wins. It definitely makes it challenging. This one, we got a nice 1 wind. Perfect hole for the PD, straight down at that aim point. And it should just carve around this corner here. Cut it a little tight, but still it'll work just fine. Got a nice easy putt. Lower my aim a little bit just to make sure we don't spit out. 6 under after 6. Let's keep this ball rolling. See what we want to do here. Oof. So this is another hole. I usually go with the glide skip through this gap, but because I have the Enigma, I'm going to try to play a little safer line and just throw this straighter. That way if I get a dead skip, I'll still be in bounds. Although that's turning way too much. Gosh, I need to practice with this thing. Come on, go, go, go. Okay, phew. Got away with a little bit of a miss. That was definitely not the line I was going for, but we're only 144 out. So that's pretty awesome. I want to just go like this right at it because I'm more accurate, but I don't want to fly by and have any sort of a throw in back. So I'm going with the forehand. This definitely plays a little longer. So I'm going to add about... Oh, got a call. I don't know who that is. 144. We're going to go forehand with the link. See if we can get this to go. Go, 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 go. No! Dang it! Did not give it enough. Missed opportunity there. Dang, we should have had that one. Did not give it enough. This one got a big 3 wind. I usually go forehand. Tempted to throw backhand, but we're still going to go with the Glide Sapphire on a forehand. It's what I'm used to. I'm not even going to get aggressive here. It's such a tight fairway. Make sure we put enough turn on it so that wind carries it back to the fairway. It's much more safe to hit the fairway with an accurate disc, so I'm not going to get... Sometimes I'll get aggressive on this second shot if I really want an eagle. But I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to play this for birdie because I'm trying to get 18 under. Same, very similar shot. Just turn it over and let that wind bring it back. This is cutting it a little close. Didn't want to do that, but 267. Just going to throw this Faya right at it. Maybe take a tad off of it just to make sure I don't go long. Hopefully end up with a tap in. And we do 8 holes down, 8 under par. Would be nice to be 9 or 10, but we'll take what we get. This one, oof. This is definitely not one that I'm used to throwing the Enigma on. But I think I'm going to. I usually throw the turn glide. I don't have it in this bag. Aim nice and low to not hit any of these trees. Make sure I turn it enough because of this big wind. This looks pretty good. Hopefully we get a big skip. I'm not near as good as others as far as getting an eagle look here, but 227. I'm just worried about this going long. So I'm not even going to bother. I know I'm a wuss right now. I really want to get 18 under first go. I think that'd be sweet, but so I don't want to make any silly mistakes when I don't have to. And there's a chance if I would have gone for that, it would go a little long, so I'm not even going to risk it. Nice 9 under after 9 holes. Our current rating's 508, so I think we're on pace to get over 1,000 if we can keep it up. I'm glad we didn't get a big wind here. I'm just going to go glide Sapphire, aim to the left a little bit, put a little bit of hyzer. The worst case is if you turn it too much and end up OB. This is kind of way too safe. Not the shot I was looking for. Usually I can get it quite a bit closer than that and have a putt instead of a throw-in. 67 feet though. Better be able to make that. Oof. I get nervous every time it hits the chains. All right, 10 holes down, 10 under par. Here's another one. Oh, look at that wind. It's tough, man. Actually, I'm going to go with the PD because I don't want this to go long. I'm actually going to go just a touch of hyzer just to make sure I keep it in bounce. This looks really good. Give me a nice big ground play. Perfect. So that going to the left to right definitely made it much more easy than like a right to left forewind or a big tail right to left. That would be a tough one, but that one didn't make it too hard. See what this one's doing. Usually I'll kind of run this one with the Skip Sapphire, but we don't have that in the bag, so I don't even have to be tempted. I'm going to go with the PD again. Make sure I turn it over enough so I don't go out of bounds left. Definitely nice and safe. Aim a little lower. Make sure we don't spit out. And we're 12 holes in at 12 under par. Still a lot of work to do, but it is doable. Let's see if we can get this done. 3 wind. I think I'm going to go with the gold just to get some extra ground play. Got to make sure I don't miss to the right here, so I'm going to put some hyzer on it. Let it turn. Get by these couple first trees, and then from there just let it slide on the ground a little bit. That's why I threw that versus the roll. Got to be careful here with this 3 wind, not to go too high. Nice. 13 holes down, 13 under par. Starting to get a little nervous. We'll see if we can get this done. This is one of the tougher holes. It's nice to have the Enigma here, but I think I'm going to go for the extra distance with the Rive just because we have this two in right to left, keeping us from going OB to the right. So I'm going to put about a disc of Anheuser, and hopefully we get a nice big skip because it makes this next shot. No! Oh, I hate dead skips, man. Every time it feels like, especially when I talk about it. 545, shoot. So this is going to be a good shot for the Enigma. Keep it nice and low, nice and straight, and hopefully keep it to the right of those barriers. Oh, see? So much easier with this disc than with the Glide Skip Rive. So I'm glad I had that in the bag. Saved that even after that dead skip. on the first hole. 30 feet, don't have to worry about it not being far enough, so I'm going to aim a little lower. Birdie, one of the tougher holes. We got 4 holes to go. Can we do it? This is kind of one I wish I had, the Skip Sapphire, to give me a little extra distance, but we're just going to go glide, roll, rive. Aim right at it. Touch a hyzer, not much. Just kind of keep it. Make sure it comes back. Flirted with that OB, but this should be just fine. Left myself a little bit of a throw-in and a tough wind, but 62 feet, not too bad for this hole. Got it, dead center. Perfect height. 15 holes down. We got 3 holes left. Can we do this? What's the wind? We got a 2 wind here. All right. I'm going to go with the Glide Sapphire. Make sure I put some Annie on this. Hopefully I don't get a huge skip. Go in the basket. Oh, don't. Okay, phew. One time I skipped over the fence in a 2 wind, so glad to see that wasn't the case. 46 feet, so I'm not going to lower my aim on that. I just want to make sure I cover the distance. That's going to hit low chains anyway, just from that distance. So, all right, 16 holes, and we're 16 under par. Can we make this happen? Ooh, tough wind here. It's another one I like to have the glide turn, but we're actually going to go with the Enigma on a forehand. And I think that's going to work out well for us. Oh, come back, come back. Whew. No, caught those things. It's not a line I typically throw either. Shoot, made this next shot harder. 450. Dang it, what do I do? I'm either going to go forehand glide roll. I think that's, or Sapphire backhand. I think I'm going to go forehand glide roll. See how this works out. Took a little bit off, not much, but pretty close to full power there. Sit down. Come on, there we go. Tap in. 1 hole to go. Can we do it? Look at that scorecard. We're sitting at 970 rating. This last hole, a birdie should get us. Watch, okay. I'm tempted to go water skip, but I'm not going to do it. Resist that temptation. Going accurate roll Sapphire. Default aim just a little lower than default. Make sure I'm throwing forehand. Put a touch of hyzer on it. And this should stop just fine for us. 1 shot to go, and then a tap in, hopefully 379. That's perfect for the PD. Straight down pull. Get her done, PD. All right, 1 little putt left. Can we do it? Don't let me down, Link. Nice. 18 under par, first time. I did not think I was going to get that 1026 rating. We got obnoxious behavior, finish a Champions Landing without going OB. So I didn't even know that was a thing yet. I haven't looked close enough about the badges. Let's get our rewards. I did not think I was going to do that. That's definitely much tougher than the Beast. But we got her done. We got the Judge. We got the Vandal. The Glide Windbreak Vandal. The Windbreak Skip Raider. And check out that Glide Windbreak Captain. That's pretty sweet. Not going to bag it, but it's still a cool disc. 1026. Nice. And let's see. What did we get for... Oh, we just got some coins. Obnoxious behavior. I like it. Creative. But there you go, guys. Got lucky. We got 3 stars. First time on Champions. I'm pretty impressed. I'll take that. Now if I could just start playing that well in multiplayer to finish the season, I'll be that much more happy. But hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully this helps when you play the Champions Landing, formerly the Emporia Country Club. Try not to get too aggressive. But again, if you're going to grind that for the 4-star, make sure you get that eagle on the first hole, even if it takes you a few tries. We got lucky to get it, and we definitely needed it because there's some tough holes there. And I did have that 1 par, so needed that eagle. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. And as always, thanks for watching me play some DGV.